Hey tennis fans, I'm Grace Carter and this is Tennis Now, presented by Tennis Express. As we watch the U.S. Men's Clay Court Championship live from Houston, Texas this week, we can't help but talk about the greatest American clay courters of all time. You know, and it's not an easy list to create. Turns out we had to go back in time a bit because traditionally Americans have struggled on the clay. But there was a time when a few stellar Americans ruled the red dirt. So today we thought we'd count down the top 5 American clay courters, starting with number 5, Andre Agassi. Talk about a great memory on the Terre Battue in Paris. Who could forget Agassi's memorable rain-delayed triumph over Russia's Andrei Medvedev? That was in 1999. It was Agassi's 3rd Roland Garros final, and he was the last American man to triumph in Paris. Will there ever be another? Oh, and by the way, Agassi was a champion right here in Houston. He defeated Andy Roddick in the finals back in 2003. Number 4 on our list is American Jimmy Connors, who actually won the U.S. Open on clay back in 1976 during the 3-year period that it was held on clay. Connors amassed a 191-56 record on clay with 11 titles in total, but sadly, like John McEnroe, he never won Paris. Connors was a 4-time semi-finalist at the French Open and a runner-up in doubles. Number 3 on our list of best American clay court players is Serena Williams. Now, clay isn't Serena's best surface, but despite that, she's claimed 3 Roland Garros titles. And since 2012, Serena has really blossomed on the clay. She has won her last 10 clay court finals in that span, including 2 titles at Roland Garros and 3 titles on the slow clay in Rome. And here's a pretty amazing stat. Since the start of 2011, Serena's gone 81-5 on clay. How about that? Moving on now to number 2 on our list, American Davis Cup captain Jim Courier. Courier racked up over 150 wins on clay and 5 titles, which is an accomplishment in and of itself. But where Courier really shone was in Paris. He reached 3 straight Roland Garros finals, winning the title in 1991 and 1992, and losing in 5 sets in the final in 1993. He also won Rome twice in a 3-year span that marked one of the most dominant periods in history for an American male on clay. And finally, topping our list of the best American clay courters is one of the best dirt ballers from any country. We're talking about Chris Evert. In her heyday, Evert was the queen of clay, reeling off 7 Roland Garros titles and embarking on the longest surface-specific winning streak in history. It lasted 125 matches and stretched over 6 seasons. Evert won 189 of 190 matches on clay from 1973 to 1981 because after her 125-match winning streak on clay ended, that was in 1979, she won another 64 in a row. Even more impressive, Evert won those 7 French Open titles while skipping Roland Garros from 1976 to 1978. What an amazing record. That's our list of the top American clay courters of the Open era. It's a good one, and it makes us wonder, who's going to be the next American to make history on the red dirt? Here in Houston, we get to see a lot of young players testing their mettle on the red dirt. You never know who's going to be next, but we hope it happens soon. I'm Grace Carter. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.